Hello, beautiful souls. I am back. Who wants a reading? I'm sorry I'm late today. I'm just out manifesting my dreams into reality. That's it. That's it. Conquering my twin flame love. Who wants a reading? Who wants a reading when it comes to love? When it comes to love. Step right up, step right up. Don't be shy. If not, I will begin by doing a reading for the general. Let's do a twin flame love tarot spread. Let's do, what is the divine masculine feeling? What is the divine feminine feeling? What is the strength of the relationship? What is the challenge of your relationship? So let's do a couples reading. Woo! Check out my new cards, guys. Aren't they pretty? Look at how beautiful they are. But seriously, my setup here is not that great, but we're just gonna keep on moving. So yeah, look at these beautiful cards. It's my new deck. How about we start off? These cards are PVC, not paper, so they are very, very, very slick, very slippery. Oh, oh. Stat today. Okay, so what is the current feeling? Ooh, let's do something different. I got some other cards. I got these, the heart's hidden secrets. Let's do this. Let's do this. So, what is the divine masculine's current energy and spirit? Oh. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let's do a quick chakra cleansing. Let's call in our God, our guides, guardian angels, spirit guides, ascended masters, calling on you as we begin this tarot reading. Thank you. So I'm calling on God as I embark on this tarot reading. May I receive clear insights and understanding. May this reading be for the highest good of all, and may it offer guidance, clarity, and truth as I approach this with respect, gratitude, and love. So be it. Just doing a little cleansing of you, my friend. Let's set this smoking bad boy to the side. Ooh, he's smoking. Okay, good. I'm feeling good. Clarity. All right, so thank you, Spirit. So when it comes to the divine masculine, what is the energy of the divine masculine of this couple? Mistakes, misunderstood, victim, lost soul. What is the current energy of the divine feminine, Spirit? Bitterness, resentment, anger, hurtful words. And so he made a mistake. You're mad. You're angry. What is the strength of this relationship? Do they have hope or not? Is there hope for them? What is the strength of this relationship? Obsession, infatuation, adoration, or addiction. Coming in with ecstasy, chasing thrills, excitement, good times. So yes, as a twin flame soulmate love, there is an obsession. There is this excitement of good times and just feeling the highs of love. But then also the lows when things go wrong. When mistakes are made. When there's resentment and anger and hurtful words are said. But in reality, deep down, there's excitement. There's adoration. You love this person. Why? Why do you do this? If you love me, why do you do this? He's misunderstood. Why do you do this if you love me? He's a lost soul. Mind, body, spirit. So mind, body, spirit. Hi, my name is Veronica Rosa. I am an emotional wellness and life coach. And I help you get in tune with that spirit. Spirit is your emotions. Mind says there's the logic which you've been taught, your IQ, your right from wrong, your common sense, right? The body, your body, whatever is your physically can do, your body can move forward or do what it needs to do. Mind, body, physical, right? Your physical health. Spirit is your emotions, your soul. So your mind can say, screw him, I'm done. Your body is like, let's pack, girlfriend. And you're like, let's do it. I'm packing. I'm done. Screw you. And then you get to the door and then you sit on the couch and you're like, why? I feel obsessed. Why can't I leave? And then you just feel tied, almost like addicted to this person. And you ask the question, why? Why is this happening? And you start looking for answers and you fall into a tarot reading to find answers to help you figure things out. And that is spiritual, and people say, oh, it's voodoo and that can scare you and all that. But you know what? Spirit is emotions. Every human being has an emotion. And here in the United States, our school systems do not, at least the public school systems, do not teach spirit. You go to church to learn spirit and you give your faith to God, but they don't really, churches, I really don't feel like they teach us emotions. Yes, the stories from the Bible are to teach you love, faith, trust, respect, speaking the truth, versus the devil, which is fear, distrust, lies, resentment, anger. And so that's why you're here today, is because you're feeling a disconnect with the mind, body, spirit. And the spirit is saying anger, resentment, and you want to heal. The answer to your prayers is within yourself. That you're going to heal your broken heart because you've been victimized. You're going to heal your broken heart through the power of forgiveness. Forgiveness is needed here for you, my friend. Girlfriend, you need to forgive. And I know that forgiving is, it's easier said than done, right? It sounds easier said than done, and it is easier said than done. It is a practice, and it can be an art. You can make it an art form. Spirit, what is the challenge in this situation? What is its challenge? So the challenge is that you feel stuck, tied down, captive. You don't know what to do. Um, you're stuck in the same cycle. And it goes for both of you guys, because it's like both of you guys love each other or adore each other. Definitely feel like you're on ecstasy when you're upset, when you're together, and that's on both sides. Because two cards came out, and both of them are like what, the same energy of obsession, love, ecstasy, like adoration, infatuation. But there's mistakes and there's bitterness, and and both of you guys can feel tied down, stuck, like you want it's like you're going through the same, like if you're stuck in a maze and you're going through the same cycle, same cycles, and so you're looking for a way out. Divine masculine, what does the divine masculine need to learn? Divine feminine, what does the divine feminine need to learn? So um I'm just feeling there's a couple different scenarios, situations here. There's the one situation for the couple that's living together and kind of feels stuck. Maybe their finances are not good, where they use as an example or an excuse, or because of truly, if you're trying to escape or separate, if there's a will, there's a way. There are, like, what are they called, safe houses, um women shelters that a person can go if this mistake was, very toxic. um so there's two different situations. There's a situation where they're living together before, the spirit is just, it says, mind body says let's go, and spirit says no, I can't, I feel trapped, I can't go, I need to stay here, or I can't leave. Or okay, so that's that. There's that one situation. And then there's a second situation where it's a divine masculine and feminine energy, a couple. They live in separate homes, but they're still like dating, and they're still very much like trapped and obsessed, and constantly engaging with the divine masculine. And so on both sides, both of you guys feel trapped, because both of you guys have this end goal, desire, and dream for love, for that marriage, for that happy, finding that soulmate, right? But the actions, somebody's actions, and it may be on both of your sides, but mostly I think um on the divine feminine side, maybe it might be more subtle, or in the subconscious, small little things that you do that may trigger the divine masculine to act in ways that that will be self-sabotaging. So excuse me, both of your guys's actions are not in alignment with your goals. Both of your actions are not in alignment with your goals because you guys have both been hurt. Not just are you bitter, angry, and hurt. Is the female is more so because something in the physical, right here in the moment, in the present and face, like 3D, happened where the mistake, where the finger can be pointed at the divine masculine. But just as the divine masculine is a lost soul, so is the divine feminine a lost soul. She may be triggering divine masculine old wounds, abandonment wounds, not even knowingly. It could be as simple as it being that time of the month. Maybe you don't even get your period because you're on birth control or whatever other health issues. But maybe you don't even get a regular monthly menstrual cycle, and you don't even know that monthly our bodies have a spike of estrogen and then a spike of progesterone. Estrogen is at the time of the month when you're at your peak. It's kind of like you getting to the cruise and you're like, hey, or to a party, like a 4-day party or a 4-day event. You're like, hey, what's up? What up? You're all excited. You have a pep to your step. You're looking good. You're looking fresh. You're looking for, either if you're dating, you're looking for your next victim, or you're just, you're mingling, talking, you're conversing. As the days go by, you start to slow down. So then you'll have a spike in progesterone. In the second phase of the month, you have a spike of progesterone. Your body's preparing itself just in case it met Mr. Wonderful at the beginning of the month and you got yourself pregnant. Let me start protecting my body in case I am pregnant and I'm carrying child, so that we begin to become like ornery. Ugh, get away, leave me alone. PMS, premenstrual cycle, premenstrual symptoms. And so those little, you at that time of the month, you could be sending off small, subtle, little, like maybe at the beginning of the month, you're like jumping on him. Rawr, I'm on the pro. At the end of the month, you're just like, oh, just give me some space. And it's not, you're not saying I don't love you and I hate you and I don't want to be with you. You're just saying, give me some space because you're going through this hormone change and you really don't even know. So it could be something as subtle as that. That your lost the lost soul, the divine masculine's lost soul, with those subtle little energy shifts that you make, he may be triggered into thinking, oh, she don't want me no more. Oh, she's talking to somebody else. Oh, she don't, and fears of abandonment will trigger somebody with narcissistic tendencies to go look for attention somewhere else, or go do something that's going to leave you angry and feeling resentful. You're like, why if we love each other so much? I don't understand this. Mind, body, spirit. The spirit is out of alignment. Our spirits are out of balance. Our spirit is our chakras. Our chakras is our emotional energy system, our emotional energy center. And our chakras is also in alignment with the endocrine system. Your endocrine system is your hormones. And so if your hormones are out of balance, then your emotions are going to be out of balance. Your spirit is out of balance. Then that can trigger other people apart from triggering you. And then we're all out of an alignment of our end goal. And it's not because there's no love and there's no attraction and no adoration and all that. It's because we're broken spiritually. And so I help you tap in to your emotional energy center and see, where are you being triggered? What are those emotions? What is that emotional energy center that's triggering you? so that you can overcome those triggers and manifest your dreams, your goals, your desires into reality by practicing small daily habits, and continuing on until it becomes a greater form. So going back to divine masculine and divine feminine, um, there is, what does the divine masculine need to learn? The divine masculine he needs to miss you. What does the divine feminine need to learn? Hi Tessie, how are you? I was just doing a reading here. I was late today because I'm manifesting my dreams and my goals into reality, girlfriend. I'm over here in South Florida, and I made a dream to move to Puerto Rico with my husband, which I also manifested him. Um so yeah, long story short, I was down in Miami taking a U-Haul of our furniture to have shipped to Puerto Rico. It's gonna get there in 6 to 8 weeks, and I have to just stop and say, wow, I can't believe this is actually coming into reality. And so that's I'm me. I'm Veronica Rosa, your emotional wellness and life coach, and I teach people how to turn their dreams into reality. Thank you. I appreciate that. So I started off with a reading. Um, I can do a reading for you today. I do have time. If you want to type out your question, if you have a specific question. Otherwise, I'll just tell you what I have going on here right now. I have a divine feminine here, divine masculine over here, and then the current energy between them. Let me fix my cards on how they popped up. So I have the divine feminine with anger and resentment, and I have the divine masculine over here making mistakes. You know, he's being misunderstood. And the current energy between both of them is ecstasy and obsession, but it's like mind, body, spirit is like, why? Why do you do this? Why do you make these mistakes to me? Why do you do this? If we love each other, if we have good times, if we adore each other, if I feel obsessed with you, why do you do these things that are not in alignment with our goal? And so what the divine masculine needs to learn and the divine feminine needs to learn. Okay. First, okay. So the challenge, so the strength in the relationship is they do love each other. There is love and obsession. The challenge is um that they feel stuck in this cycle that keeps sabotaging their dreams of, soulmates, happily ever after. And so how do we move forward? Because my question is, there is love between them. They do love each other. It's just that this person is a lost soul and this one is hurt. And so the lesson that needs to be learned is, well, I went down through a whole story about, how these mistakes and how this alignment can happen, right? There's obsession and there's love between the feminine and the masculine, but the masculine makes a mistake and the feminine is mad and angry, and then she's victimized, and then she does things that are either illegal or immoral because she feels hurt and mad at this, and so they're stuck in this cycle. And so I help people break these cycles. They're also called generational curses. We're going to break these cycles by practicing new habits. So in this case, when there's love and they want to be together, but if to break these cycles, something can happen that's very subtle. This masculine is a lost soul, mind, body, spirit. His spirit is lost. He's not in connection with his mind, body, and spirit. The mind, the intellect, our common sense, our IQ, the body, physically, what we can and can't do, and then the soul. Like, so we get in an argument, the mind's like, he's cheating, for example. He's cheating or whatever mistake he made, I'm done, I'm out. The body says, yes, come on, let's go, let's pack. And we're physically packing our stuff. And the leg just says, oh, I'm mad, I'm leaving, I'm going to go here with my girlfriend, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And then you have all your bags packed up and you get up to the front door and then you sit down at the couch and you just spirit stops you from being able to move forward. Spirit stops you from that connection, mind, body, spirit. And then there's that dark night of the soul, those fears, there's doubts, there's all of the blocks, the emotional blocks that stop us from our true goal. Okay, yes. So I'm just reading your comments here, Tessie. So yes. So yes, that's exactly where it comes. So mind, body, spirit. So I'm teaching as a tarot reader, as an emotional wellness coach, and as a life coach. I help people get in tune with your spirit. Because emotion, you don't understand why. Why do these cycles keep happening? If I want this and are good, why do I feel stuck? Why do I feel tied down? Why do I feel like I can't move forward? And so it may be like this divine couple may be together, want to be together, but they keep triggering each other. But it's because there's a loss. They are both lost souls. And because your soul is not in alignment, there's fear, there's doubt, there's worry. And because there's fear and doubt and worry, and it could be very dumb. It could be that the divine feminine is on the time of the month where she has a spike of progesterone and is just kind of moody. And usually she's like prowling on him and come here, muffin stuff. But because she's not acting like that today, divine masculine may be triggered. His inner wounds may be triggered, feeling, oh, she don't want me anymore. She don't need me anymore. And the abandonment, the lost soul will react in ways that's broken or toxic. Um, because it stems from fear, doubt, worry, stress, thinking they're not good enough. And so they may go out and chat with somebody else and or talk or date or do something that's going to make the divine feminine angry, and she don't understand why, when there is this ecstasy and love and obsession. So how do we stop this trap, this cycle, the generational curses? Because most times it's not even something that these two people did like to each other. It's emotions that are in the subconscious that's making them react, because they're protecting themselves, because they've been hurt once before and they don't want to get hurt again. And so it's in this situation with the divine feminine, and I think that we talked about this the last time, is the power of forgiveness. Forgiveness is needed to um to occur. Enable Yeah, my mind just went blank. So forgiveness is needed too. And then there was two different situations here. There's a situation when the divine masculine and divine feminine are together, and then like living together and feeling stuck and trapped and not being able. And so in that situation, there is a need for a separation, a time for the divine masculine to miss the divine feminine. And maybe if it isn't like a live-in situation, maybe it's just that person needs to be blocked and it doesn't have to be nasty. I know that in if the masculine is already somebody who's broken or toxic, that's their language, and so you have to speak in a broken and toxic way. Me now learning the way to speak in healthier ways. I try to speak in the healthier ways, but sometimes it's not going to get to him in the healthy way unless he's being the healthy version of himself. Um, because divine feminine needs time. It says daydreaming, imagining, and fantasizing to envision, to visualize what is it that she wants. Because right now, her anger and resentment and hurtful words are not in alignment with her goals of a soulmate, love, happily ever after. And so she needs time to think, to draw, to create, time alone. So they both need time. You need time to fantasize and he needs time to think. Um and so the challenge is that a separation is needed. So boundaries are needed to be placed and enforced. And setting boundaries can be triggering, very triggering. And it also can be um it can create an unsafe environment in a situation that is toxic. And so be very careful, be very careful. But there's different ways to go about this. You know best how to go about your divine masculine. um Many times in these type of situations is that we are broken, and learned behavior, which can be perceived as narcissistic tendencies, can be strengthened because of fear of control, of not wanting to control the situation. um and so I know it's not easy setting boundaries, um especially when you feel trapped, like, because I also feel that there is a financial a financial setback, or where you feel like you don't have enough money or to make the moves that you want to make, or it's a setback. But I feel deep down it's really in the spirit that you're not ready emotionally to move forward. Because what if you had the spirit, if you were connected mind, body, spirit, and you had the spirit, you had the will, you're happily, you trust, you have faith, you have confidence, you're gonna find the way. If there's a will, there will be a way. But if you don't have that will, because there's distrust, there's resentment, there's fear, there's doubt, it's not gonna happen to me, then you're not gonna make the way, you're not gonna make the effort. So what is the current lesson for both parties? What is the current lesson for both parties? And so this may be also that this is a single person, or there's a separation. There's a separation, and Spirit is saying to use this time wisely um, to visualize what it is that you want, and take into note, are your actions in alignment to that vision? If you want love and happily ever after, is that those hurtful words? Are those hurtful words gonna create the happily loving, happily ever after picture that you have? And I get it. I've been there with I'm married to my divine masculine, and I love him, and he's my other half. I love nobody else better than him. I don't want nobody. I'm good at. And I teach and I practice this, but sometimes he will do some things, but it's only because he is a lost soul and he's working on his emotional energy center. but it will be so triggering and so angry and so infuriating for me, and still like making that decision to be like, I'm separating. And it doesn't even have to be a long-term thing. It could just be like, I'm going to the library. I'm going to, before I use in my toxic days, I'd say, you know what, screw you, a girlfriend, come pick me up, let's go to the bar, let's go be toxic and get drunk and do things, actions that weren't aligning me with my end goal of having a husband and being, a healthy wife, a good wife, a successful wife. And so, uh lost my train of thought. And so I get it. It can be hard to make that separation, but I promise you, once you make that time, or if you already have the time and you already have the separation, create the time to create your vision board. Create your vision. What is it that you want? Now, let's start creating tasks that's more in alignment with our vision. If you want to forgive him and you want to be together and have this happily ever after, and you already separated so that you can be able to reduce this emotion of anger, and replace it with feelings of being uplifted and empowered and within love. You do that within yourself. And so you do some self discoveries. You figure out, you do your vision board. This is what I want. Well, if I want love, well, I shouldn't be angry. I shouldn't be saying hurtful words. So I'm gonna make it a goal that for just for today, let's start off with just working with for today. Today, I will not be in contempt. Today, I will not. Hi, Cindy. Yes, you may ask a question. I'm just finishing. I'm just doing a little reading here for Tessie and for the collective. Take what resonates, toss what doesn't. And so the main goal here is to manifest love into our lives. And we go through the tarot readings to figure out what the situation is, pinpoint where the blocks are, that's sabotaging you from obtaining your goals. And usually the blocks you may think is here now in the moment, a situation that happened between you and your partner, or but really it stems from childhood trauma and even generational traumas. And so now we're going to identify where are those traumas, how can we break free from those, and how can we be successful in obtaining our soulmate love and manifesting other dreams and goals into reality. So when it comes to love, and and you have your divine feminine, your divine masculine here fighting because the divine masculine made a mistake, you're mad and you're angry, but there's this love, this ecstasy and obsession between you two, but you guys feel trapped in the same cycle of hurting each other and hurting each other and coming back and hurting each other and coming back. And so how do you stop those cycles? If you want love, you gotta be love. You gotta be that trailblazer. If you want them to be honest, you have to be honest. You can't be with your phone texting people, being sneaky. Men, they're going to feel that. They're gonna see your the way, the energy of your body language, how you hold your phone, how you're doing that. That's all going to manifest into your reality. Well, he's doing it, but don't worry about what he's doing. You got to be the trailblazer in doing what you want to manifest in your life. And then you will shift the energy and manifest your dreams into reality. Trust me. Like today, I'm so happy. I'm just dropped off my stuff at the shipyard to have it transported to Puerto Rico. I'm moving, and this is a manifestation that I thought was never going to be possible. And I'm doing this with my twin flame, who triggered me, who made many mistakes. But as first, it comes within us as women, and taking account our emotional energy center and saying, okay, what are those blocks? And so for now, forgiveness is needed, forgiveness and love, and being those traits that you want, that you are looking for within your partner. So just for today, you're gonna practice You're gonna practice. Hold on, let me grab my. I have a book, a women's wellness workbook that I created to help women manifest their dreams into reality by overcoming traumas that that have blocked them, and installed fear, and so that they can overcome those emotional blocks that are protecting them or stopping them from getting what they truly desire. Okay, so these are the 4 things that you're going to write this down for just for today with your partner to obtain true love. You're going to avoid criticism, avoid being in contempt, avoid being defensive, and avoid stonewalling. So those are 4 little daily tasks that you can write down on a daily habit tracker and see if you avoid those 4 things, then what do you have but to react in love, trust, truth, and see how that works for you, how that shifts your reality. And then there's more practices too that we need here, but let's keep going here. Yeah, so it's like learning how to manage your stress, how to overcome arguments through how to have crucial conversations when the stakes are high. So when emotions are high, intellect is low. So by learning your emotional energy center, by practicing different ways of speaking and different ways of reacting. So for today, you're just going to practice those 4 little steps. You're not going to stonewall. You're not going to be defensive. You're going to avoid criticism and avoid being in contempt. And those are by practicing being mindful of how you're reacting will also help you manage or balance your emotional energy center. It also helps you regulate your stress. So also essential oils may be good for you to help relax, calm the mind. Teas, avoiding caffeine and alcohol will also help you balance your emotional energy center. So on both sides, both the how you manage stress, stress management is how to manage your stress is what's being called. So essential oils is a wonderful, wonderful, great tool to help you become mindful of the emotions and how to overcome the stress by rebuking the negative thoughts of fear, doubt, worry, stress with positive affirmations. I have a scanner. It's called an Itovi scanner. It scans your emotional energy center because sometimes we're like, no, I have a positive mindset. Especially me, because I think I know it all. I have a positive mindset, not me. But this scanner will scan your emotional energy center and it will tell you what is the emotions that's blocking you, what essential oil you can use, and then what is your personal affirmation. Um, Tessie, you want to call on a color? I'm gonna do this. Hearts, hidden secrets. I'm gonna pull up 7 cards right here, and then let me know what color you want. And Cindy too, if you wanna click on, or not click, but select a, a crystal. These are my new cards, guys. I was so excited to receive them yesterday. I wanted to do a reading right away, but I couldn't. And then one last question for Spirit here when it comes to this couple and this situation here. What is the guide? Okay, the guidance is to stress management And then what is the potential outcome for this? What is the potential outcome? So we know that a timeout is needed, but what is the outcome? Second chance. So you will be giving this person a second chance. There will be reconciliation, making amends, and a new opportunity. It's gonna come with you. So whenever you're ready, you are going to flip these emotions of anger and resentment because the divine masculine hurt you, understanding that he's a lost soul just as you are a lost soul, and both of you guys are triggering each other's emotional energy centers, and it may be stemming from something that's irrelevant, that and you're personalizing his actions, and it doesn't have anything to do with you. There is obsession and love between both of you guys. Both of you guys are obsessed with each other. It's just so you guys are trapped in these cycles of these old ways of thinking that no longer serves your highest purpose. And so now you're learning new habits of acting and reacting, of coming from the spirit, because your spirit has been hurt and broken. And so now you're going to say, even though I've been hurt and broken, I'm going to choose to forgive this person's actions because I realized it wasn't personal. I realized that my person was also hurt, victimized, and has their troubles, trials, and tribulations and generational curses to overcome. And so now we're mirroring each other. We both may be having feelings of abandonment, but it's not personal. It's something that we need to overcome in the inside. And so how you overcome that in the inside is how you react, and you will become that trailblazer by showing them how to react with love, trust. The far right, is it this one or the, is this your right? Oh, but our rights are not the same, right? Or, oh, you can't even see the color, the stones. Sorry, can't even see it. So I'll just put them right here because my desk setup is a little off today. Uh, so going from left to right, I have 7 cards. We're gonna start with the root chakra, the orange sacral chakra, the yellow solar plexus chakra, the green heart chakra, the blue throat chakra, the indigo third eye chakra, or your crown chakra. The red one, the root one. Okay, so that's gonna be my first card on the left here. Cloudy judgment, illusions, unbalanced, distorted. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about, is that your emotional energy center is clouded. Yes, you know how they do sound baths? Have you done any practices that have to do with your chakras, like cleansing of your chakras? There's different modalities. I'm trying to think. Reiki. Reiki is a practice that helps you with your chakras. Still then, yet Reiki, you're saying somebody heal me emotionally, and somebody hovers over you and you believe it, and your emotions are they help, and their vibrations also help clear your vibrations, so that you can all of a sudden, it's like, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. Because you don't all of a sudden, it's like, I had fear and I was like, why was I fearing? Yes, that's good. So I absolutely love it, Tessie, that you have evolved in your spiritual journey. If you're talking about Akashic records and Reiki and all of that, you are in a spiritual journey, and your spiritual journey is emotion. So you're learning how to manage and balance your emotional energy center. So also look into your endocrine system. Your endocrine system is the physical. the mind, what we physically know at school. Your endocrine system is so you can do like your pituitary gland on your in your head, your thyroid in your throat, your heart. What's your heart? It's not much of a hormone, but more love. And then your adrenals in your stomach. Your adrenal glands is in your stomach. And so that you have a correlation with your chakras, your emotional energy center, with your endocrine system. So if you already started to evolve on your spiritual journey, what you eat will greatly impact your emotions. And as you begin to detox from toxic foods, you may begin to feel your spiritual journey be enlightened even more. So that may help you with your cloudy judgment. If you've had 12 years strong, good. That is really awesome. And so then you will, or maybe you have already also begun to teach what you've learned. You are beginning to step into a leadership, or you're already in a leadership role, and you are building on your emotional energy centers to help really pull you into place of your mission, your life purpose. So for me, for the longest, I've been working on my throat chakra. I was too scared to speak, too scared to. I would go into panics to hit live. Oh my God, what if I don't? What if I don't know what to say? What if I go into a blank? What. And so I've been actively practicing going and doing lives, not for me, but so because I know that what I have to offer is going to help other people. But I had to work through my throat chakra because I had fears of not being heard, of being misunderstood. All of these emotional, all these chakras are different emotions that is blocked by fear. And so that if you are working on all of those modalities, Tessie, you should really look into purchasing an Itovi. I don't think they have any like referrals for me, like referral links that I could send you, but if you just Google it and look for them, I think right now they do have a special, and so that will really help you understand emotions and how the emotions are tied to a physical part of our body, an alarm point. And then the affirmations, like what is the emotional block, and then what is the affirmation that you're going to tell yourself, because it starts with the mind of the law of attraction. What you think is what you attract, what you feel is what you attract. And so you want to clear your emotional energy center, because you can still say, oh yeah, I read this in the book, this is logically, this can happen, but in an emotion you're like, yeah, right, it'll never happen to me. Yeah, you know that if you go buy a lottery ticket, that there are people who have won, and it is a possibility. You physically got the dollar, you go to the store, you know that people have won. Hey, I want to have I want to buy a lottery ticket, but then you get that lottery ticket, and you walk out, and internally that internal dialect is, yeah, right, not me. Yeah, right, I'm not gonna. So right there, you're already manifesting. You're already manifesting not to win. So it's practicing the positive affirmations daily and constantly, and rebuking all negative notions in the name of love. So the trust, disloyalty, the lies, the unfaithfulness, all that has to stop in the name of love. It doesn't matter if that person is doing it first. You got to be that trailblazer. And as you start to do this and start setting boundaries, because you're no longer sabotaging, you're no longer going to the bars, you're no longer hanging with the toxic people. You're saying, no, I'm going to stay home now today, and I'm going to enjoy this time alone. I'm going to take advantage of this time instead of scrolling through my phone or watching on Netflix. I'm going to not just draw and create a vision board. That's fun. Creating vision boards are fun, but I'm talking about actually creating an action plan for that vision. And so, but for you, I'm getting mostly that there is a distortion in your emotional energy center. And if you pick the red root chakra, then you should know, as we studied it already, the fear, this does have to do with a lot of fears of abandonment. And so overcoming those fears of abandonment by practicing your root chakra affirmations. And actually, since let me get a hold on. Since I'm home, I have more of my cards here too. So let me, this is, sorry, let me pull up my, okay. I have more of my cards here at home. And so let me pull out an affirmation card for you to go with this reading. And then, I'm sorry, ladies. I think Cindy and Sophia. Hello, ladies. Welcome to my channel. I give myself an hour, and I've been on this live for an hour already. I do have to get onto my other channel, which it's called Empower Her Wellness. It helps women overcome emotional turmoil and uplift their vibrations through self-discovery assessments, including natal charts, and help turn their what they quote thought were their weaknesses into strengths, and create vision boards and powerful action plans to turn their dreams into reality. But yeah, so I have a lot going on, and because of that, I have to keep these videos, like these lives, to 1 hour. I'm gonna do it Monday through Friday. If you haven't subscribed, you can subscribe and hit the notification bell so that when I do go live, you'll be notified, and then I can do you a live reading if you like. Otherwise, take what resonates, toss what doesn't. And if you want, I do have time though for you. If you want to select a chakra color stone, and I will pick a card for you. So going left to right, we have the the sacral chakra, the solar plexus, the heart, the heart, and the throat chakra, the third eye, and the crown. I don't know. I hope you can still see this live. I'm getting bad signals, I think. So, Tessie, for you, your affirmations is or inspire and empowered. I got both of these. So both the heart chakra again and your throat chakra. As I suspected, you're evolving into more of a leadership role. You're finding your voice. And so wasn't there another card in the reading saying I'm stuck, I'm trapped? Again, this came out of I'm stuck, the trigger statement of being I'm stuck, or your trigger statement being I do not want to be here. Okay, Sophie, I got you, heart. And so you're gonna replace the feelings of I'm stuck or I don't want to be here with, you can use peppermint essential oil to help you with the feelings of feeling stuck. So if you have grade A essential oils, it doesn't have to be this brand, but make sure it's grade A, because those are the therapeutic ones. You can use peppermint and then inhale it. Inhaling it's going to trigger the middle part of your brain, the fight, flight, and freeze, so that you're not in panic and worry and stress, and you can get into your creative space so that you can begin to be inspiring and empowered. Focus is a doTERRA blend, I believe. I believe these cards are from doTERRA essential oils. So you can use peppermint essential oils, or a peppermint tea, and just inhale the you know, the hot vapor from a hot tea, and you're gonna say, I am filled with possibility. I am exactly where I need to be. And this can sound dumb and irrelevant, but I promise you, start practicing these affirmations and your life is going to shift around you. So for the peppermint, it says, allow yourself to float up above any thoughts or emotions and see what is needed for you to process them and move forward. I'll read it again. Allow yourself to float up above any thoughts or emotions. So that's like you're going from a 3D, from taking it personal heads on to not personalizing it, to being curious. So you're going to be curious with the situation instead of the defensive. You're going to be curious, and from that, by doing that, you go from, that's how you float above. You go from 3D to 5D, and that's how you also forgive, because now you're not personalizing it. You're being curious, and you're like, okay, why is this happening? What is the life lessons? And then it says, allow yourself to float up above any thoughts or emotions and see what is needed for you to process them and move forward. So, and then the green one, the green heart chakra, is your true statement is, I am exactly where I need to be. You are ready to allow the energy from the divine and Mother Earth to fuel you as you fulfill your potential here. So I hope that helped you, my love. Let's keep moving forward so that we can at least do all the cards before I log off today. So we're gonna do the green heart chakra. For Sophia, memories. So memories, reminiscing, dwelling, bittersweet. You may be stuck in the emotions of thinking of the past or wishing things can be a certain way, and telling your story and being in living your memories. It's great. I mean, I'm very Cancer Pisces energy, so I live very much in the past. However, living in the memories and in the past may trigger a lot of depression. You and so if I was with you right now, and this is resonating with you, I'd hold your hand, and like the leaves, I'd get you and I'd shake your little hands like this, and I just shake you, shake you, shake you, shake you, shake your whole body, and kind of like shake it off, girlfriend, and let's get a fresh new start. Now let's move forward. What is it that you want to create throughout those memories? And so also too, for you, there is this need to focus on what you desire, because focusing on the memories, on the past, doubt, fear, all of that is a form of prayer, and that's what you're manifesting more into your life. And so I want you to think about those memories, and if they're not positive memories, I want you to replace them with positive memories, or just um I want you to reflect and think how, just like the reading before, taking floating up and above and saying, what did that scenario, what did that situation teach? So instead of being defensive, taking it personal, pull yourself up from the 3D to the 5D, and that helps you shift into a more forgiving space of love, trust, forgiving, that you're saying, okay, everything happened for a reason. What was that reason? What, or maybe you don't even know that reason, but I want you to find the gratitude. What did I learn from that? And through gratitude, every time you're going through memories and reminiscing and dwelling and having, like, if it's more so if it's negative, because that you don't want to manifest more negative into your life. um but I want you to think of that negative situation and then say thank you for that situation. And this sounds crazy, like, why? My husband was run over by a car, and he was in the hospital, and we're driving to the hospital, and I've caught myself like, thank you, thank you, thank you, God. And I'm like, wait, why am I saying thank you? He was just run over by a car. Am I crazy? And I was like, oh, yeah, because he's still alive. He's not dead. Things are great. So focusing on what you want versus on what you don't want. Okay, so um memories is also stored in the body. Your body keeps count. So um doing activities that can help you release memories that's stored in the body. I recently did a retreat. We had a Rage Reconnect and Step into Your Power retreat. We were able to share our stories, our hardship stories, and then we went into the rage room and we just raged out, and we released that anger, pent up energy in our bodies. So memories does get stored up in your body. So if you feel um, like more aggressive, more anger, if you have like pent up energy, going to a place like a rage room would be a good safe place to release that. And and then use essential oils to ground yourself so that you come back into the here and the now and the moment and realign yourself with the present moment, because we can get stuck in the you did this, you did that, or this happened to me, and then we're stuck in anxiety and depression, and we're going to the doctors for anxiety and depression because we're stuck in that cycle. So that was the green heart one. Hi, Sephora 2006. You're new. How will be with future husband, my relations with him? Please do mine. I am already 5 minutes over. I would love to do yours, but I do have to get going. I have to get to another class that I got going on. I do have 5 cards left here when it comes to the emotional energy center, which is uh, hidden secrets from the heart. If you want to go ahead and pick a remaining crystal here and see what is the message that comes through for you, I can do that. So if you want to pick a color, orange, yellow, blue, it's supposed to be indigo or violet for your crown chakra. Otherwise, I'll continue on the um, with the sacral chakra. We'll pull up this card. Exhaustion, depletion, drained, long journey. So a lot of us who are living in survival mode may feel like, I don't have time to sit here and write this book. Like, I just want love. That seems irrelevant. Or you may be just, completely drained, and you don't have the mental capacity or the mental clarity to like you feel like there's no time, right? Like you're too tired, there's no time. And so take time to plan to, so is it, plan or make a date for the day that you're gonna be making plans, like, you know what I mean? So let's say like next week I'm gonna sit down on Sunday, and on Sunday I'm gonna sit down and do a vision board. So you're preparing yourself in your head, saying, okay, I gotta get this done. I don't feel the stress of I have to do it right now. There is a need for sleep, for some downtime. When you sleep, we are kind of like rebooting. And so if you are also sleeping a lot more than normal and you're feeling guilty for sleeping, this is a reminder that um, that exhaustion is all part of your spiritual growth. Do not be hard on yourself. It is part of the journey. And taking time to relax, even to go for luxury, to go to a bowling alley, to go to a beach. And that sounds like you do not have. Melissa, if you want to pick a color, I do have time to do just one more card before I close. But you may feel that you don't have the luxury or the time or the money to decompress, to have to experience joy. And joy is not it's not a luxury. It's part of having a healthy balanced well-being. And so if you are feeling depleted and drained, this spiritual journey, it's a long journey, and part of this is you experiencing joy. So take some time. If it's not, if you just need time to sleep and rest, that's great. But otherwise, getting out into nature is wonderful. Getting out to the beach, to the lake, to water source, getting out into nature, to a forest, that is also a calling for you. The blue throat chakra. Healing. So you got healing, releasing, purifying, cleansing. Um, so again, you're also on your spiritual journey. You are healing your soul. I don't know how long you've been listening to, but this is your emotional energy center. Your chakras is your emotional energy center. And so you're healing old traumas, breaking generational curses by practicing new habits that you've learned, that you were taught, and that you learned. So you're breaking from those habits um, that you learned through generations. And so you are the generational curse breaker by releasing what no longer serves you, by purifying, by detoxing, cleansing. I don't know if you started like a diet cleanse. If not, then a diet cleanse would be good. It could be as simple as detoxing from sugar, which is in it pretty much in everything, but sugar is a huge part of our healing, our spiritual journey, because it affects your endocrine system, your hormones. And by detoxing sugar, it also helps you regulate your emotional energy center, and your emotional energy center is your chakras, and so it's a part of your healing journey. Oh, you're recovering after open heart. So yeah, definitely. If you're recovering from surgery, I was just with my mother. She had a surgery, and my dad. I mean, I help a lot of people who are in recovering from surgery, and so, whew, if you said, I don't know what your current situation is, but if you set boundaries and protect your energy as to who is coming in and out of your home, you can elevate your healing properties and heal a lot faster by detoxing. I know it's harder to cook for yourself and all that, and all the healthy, quote unquote healthy meals when you're in recovery. But if you can find healthier choices and eliminate the sugars and the carbs to help speed up your physical wounds, your physical healing, but also emotionally, your hormones, your hormones your hormones, what you eat will trigger your hormones, spike up insulin, spike of that, and that can trigger your emotional outcome. So and then so as you do that, as you cleanse for your physical health, you'll see spiritually, all of a sudden you'll have like more clarity. You'll be feeling like more in tune with your God, and all of a sudden you'll have like downloads of messages of wherever it is that you are in your healing journey. So yeah, you're in a healing state. Also, on YouTube, you can find frequency musics for healing after recovery. So this card really reminds me of like sound bath, sound healing. That's why also, the people, the energy, the people that you bring in or that you let into your home could also affect your healing and your recovery. So just staying clean and pure, purifying your space as much as possible. What else do we have? We have the solar plexus. The yellow solar plexus. I hope that helps, Melissa. Sorry I couldn't take more time on you, but if you subscribe and clicked on the notification when I'm on tomorrow, you have an opportunity for a live reading. So the solar plexus uh message here is distance, separation, space, or blockage. And so in the reading earlier, one of the it was one of the messages that was needed for a divine couple, a couple who are together, or somebody who's, you have that divine masculine, divine feminine, but they divine masculine did something wrong, divine feminine is mad and angry, and there is a call and a need for separation, for space to be taken. And but it's only for your own healing, so that you can get clear on what it is that you want, so that you could come back and your words can be of love and in an alignment with your goals for your soulmate. Because right now, like, divine feminine is so angry, nasty words are coming out of her mouth, and divine masculine is what was divine masculine? Divine masculine is like kind of just like all up in himself, and it's like almost like he doesn't know your worth or your value until there is some separation. Color purple, hi. I missed you the other day. I called back on you, and then you had left already. I'm I'm getting ready to close out the reading. I'm already like 20 minutes over. Again, I'm sorry. I'm on to these last two cards. I got the indigo third eye, or the violet white crown chakra. I'm gonna pull out two more cards, and then I do gotta get going. I'm sorry. So for the third eye, we got distracted, sidetracked, change, and delays. And so there are a lot of distractions when it comes to healing, and when we're on our healing journey. There's a lot of fear, doubt, worry, first of all, that will very easy uh push us to self sabotage and find distractions, because it's easier for us to distract ourselves with other, oh, I got to do this for this person, oh, my husband asked me to do that. It's easy for us to distract ourselves, to get sidetracked just alone by our everyday duties. And so holding yourself accountable, first setting your vision board, creating your action plan, and saying, okay, I want to do this. So put an alarm on your phone. Put an alarm on your phone and hold yourself accountable. This is going to be the first act of self-love. When you have the alarm go off, if you hit dismiss, you're disrespecting yourself. That is how your mate is treating you. If you don't even respect and hold yourself to your own wishes and expectations, if you are not holding up to your own expectations that you set up for yourself, how are you going to expect somebody else to respect you and to hold up to what they're so quote unquote supposed to do for you? And so this is going to be the first practice and the first test for you, is to say, I'm going to do better for myself, and I'm going to hold myself accountable. What is it that you want? What is the goal? What is the practice? What is the one thing you're going to practice in order to get, you want true love? You got to be love. You got to stop acting in contempt, stop being defensive, stop criticizing, stop stonewalling, because all of that goes against true love and, happy ever after soulmate. So your actions have to be in alignment with your goal. So what is that action that you're going to do? Whatever that action is, put it in your phone as an alarm and Stop distracting yourself, and then you're going to set the tone. And once you start showing that I respect myself, I love myself, that other person has no other choice but to follow suit. I promise you, this is going to work. Okay, so last but not least for your crown chakra. I love it. Open heart, receptive, empathy, vulnerability. And this is perfect to close the reading for today, because the moral of the whole story today is the woman is hurt, her heart is broken, and how do we fix that heart is to open the heart. I raised Catholic. I love Jesus, and if I don't know, I don't just hold myself to just one religion. I've studied lots of religion, and my God is bigger than just one Catholic. My God is all of the religions, and my God is light, love, trust, um, beauty, communication. The devil is fear, doubt, stress, resentment, anger. And so if you want light and love, you got to be that trailblazer in being light and love. And what's not for you is going to fade away, or they're going to be in alignment with your newfound energy. And so to open your heart means to forgive. And to forgive means to start focusing on gratitude. Instead of focusing on the negative, you're going to focus on gratitude. What are you grateful for? And if you absolutely cannot have a positive mindset and be grateful around the situation that you're in, then it is time for a separation and space so that you can heal. Okay? So don't distract yourself with all this alcohol and all these other things and all these you can go here, you can go there. If you have a goal and your friend comes and says, "Hey girlfriend, you want to come to the bar with me? Let's go hang out, or let's go to the mall." You're going to stop and think, is this action in alignment with my goal? No? Then you're going to have to learn to say no, or say yes, and yes, I'll go with you once I'm done with this because I'm working on this. Can you help me with this? So that's all the time that I have for today, my loves. I'm so sorry. Take what resonates, toss what doesn't. Hello, Rhoda, I'm so sorry. I do have to go. Melissa, Curler Purple, Sephora, Rhoda, and I know I missed somebody else there. Cindy, I'm sorry I wasn't able to get a reading for you today, but I will be on live again tomorrow. So until then, stay in love and light. Practice your positive affirmations. Rebuke the negative thoughts with positive thoughts, and you will manifest your dreams into reality. I promise you that. So I'll be back on tomorrow. I'm sorry to those I wasn't able to get to, but until tomorrow, stay safe.